Okay, hello everyone. This over here. Welcome back to Lord of the Rings Online. And now I've been playing here in the Shire. I fell in love with Bingo Boffin and his adventures, or the big quest chain called the Ballad of Bingo Boffin. It's a very long... I started playing it, but now I'm going to start it over because I had to go back and play as a Wandal. Because Bingo Boffin starts at level, let's see now.
A pleasant day to you, friend.
And it ends on level 93. There's a total of over 50 individual quests involved with this guy. So I'm going to start over. I'm sorry about that, of course, but we're going to start over with the Bingo Boffin and his trip out of the Shire. And hopefully, I'm hoping that I can do the entire quest line today. I doubt it, because it's damn long, but I'm going to give it a try at least. So here we go.
A pleasant day to you, friend.
If you have a moment or two to spare, do you think I might trouble you for a spell? My name is Bingo, of the Delvingfield Boffins, and it is so rare for me to see new folk on the path that runs by my home. It is a pleasure to meet you. I have been feeling a mite lonely these days, you see, and could use a festive occasion on the horizon to put a spring in my step, and to occupy my thoughts. Perhaps a dinner party would do the trick. Yes, this sounds capital. I will invite my neighbors, and you as well, of course. Could you run down to Mickle Delving Market and assess some of the produce on display? Tell me what foods look particularly delicious, and that may give me the spark of inspiration for a course or three to serve at my party. The market is to the southeast of my hobbit hole. Yes, we know these first few parts. Now still going down here, I'm going to have a look at all the food. I might also end up ordering food during the stream. It all depends on how long it takes. But another dinner party. Yes, we are starting over the Bingo Boffin quest line, but then we will do all of them in a row. The apples look nearly right. Firm and delicious. I was actually given an apple today by a really sweet old lady. A selection of greens on display looks most tasty. Well, it looks like some kind of beans, maybe asparagus, and leek. Some apples. And taters. Yes, I'm doing Wandal, so because the entire quest line, as I said earlier, is 52 quests, and it starts on level 8 and it ends on level 93. It would take me 50 plus hours to be able to actually play the entire thing, so I wanted to do all of it at once because I really do enjoy Bingo's quest line. So much fun. Freaking love this hobbit, and the closest I can get is a dwarf, so sadly. Oh, right. The pie. A delicious meat pie would be nice now. Oh. Damn, I always get hungry when I'm in the Shire. Doesn't matter if I eat it or not. So, let's say now that these 52 missions takes 10 minutes each. That's 520 minutes in total. And now I'm being very generous here. So 520 minutes is about 8.6 hours of gameplay. So I'll probably do like a second.
Did any of the food capture your fancy?
Well, did any of the food at the market capture your fancy? Bingo listens to your report that everything looked delicious. That is both a wonderful thing and a pity, because it makes it very difficult to decide what to serve at my party. I need more than just an account on the ingredients, I suppose. I need a cookbook. There is a library in Great Smiles at Tuckborough. Would you mind terribly a quick trip to the library to check out a cookbook on my behalf? Perhaps leafing through such a book will give me a good idea of what to serve. Alright then. Off we go. And I saw the Lord of the Rings reunion show today. I missed it last year. It was actually last year. It was like half a year ago. But it was so much fun. Oh, they were so funny. Crazy people. All of them. Where's the music, by the way? Oh, the music is on. Or does the band not want to play when it rains? Oh, pro star. I have been working on a miniature for Bingo. I started yesterday for a 3D printer, and I'm almost done. There's a lot of stuff to do. Yes, they are. They're so cute. They're all so cute. In the cast, they're wonderful people. Well, now we got some music.
Yes? Can I help you find something in particular?
You tell Donna Mira that you're looking for a cookbook suitable for preparing fine meals for dinner parties, and her face lights up. Yeah, a mini bingo! A mini bingo! The problem I had is most of the 3D printing miniature printers, they have a little bit of a problem when it comes to making fatter characters. It's really difficult to get the proportions right. So giving the character a paunch or a beer belly or a gut, it makes it tricky. But I gave him a little bit of a belly. But I'm going to add some more details to it. Yeah, a physical figurine. Yeah. About 28 to 30 millimeters tall. Very good, very good. There is no day that cannot be brightened with a tasty meal shared with friends. Any of the fine cookbooks on the shelf behind me will suffice, I warned. Let's get the book. Oh, okay. The music is a little bit too loud. How about now? Can you hear me now? Or is it still too loud? Yeah, and I'm so excited myself to get the physical figurine finished, because I really want to make a bingo figurine, because it's so much fun. Okay. I am on max now. I can't get myself louder than this. So I'm hoping it doesn't... The sound balance is always tricky in the games. For streaming. Okay. Okay, I turned down the music some more. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is a very delicate balance on what settings to use, and some games it's okay, other games it's really difficult to get the sound or volume, music volume, background sound volume working. And I have a difficult voice to hear through a lot of noise, because my voice is kind of deep at times. And I know a bassier voice is harder to carry through like treble sounds or higher notes.
This looks like just the thing. Wait, what's this?
Bingo takes a look at the cookbook from you and begins to leaf through it. When a folded parchment falls out from between the pages, the curious hobbit picks it up and unfolds it. What's this? Why, it's a map! Someone left a map in their cookbook, in this cookbook, Wandal. Barrow Downs, Weather Hills, Stone Trolls Glades. Look at these little pictures, my friend. Do you think these are real places? I cannot let my mind wander at to these places. I have a party to plan. Bring this map to the Madam House, Wandal. I do not need it, and I do not want it. Oh, it's warm here. There. It was, well, you know, when I got back, like 11:30, it was kind of warm. It was getting warm. When I went out in the morning, I actually had to wear a sweater. Because it was cold and I was freezing. And now I think when I came back, it was like, oof, I'm starting to sweat. So right now it's like 20, 22 maybe. It's more than enough. It's still kind of, you know, stuffy and humid. Even though the humidity has lowered quite a bit over this past week or so. There we go.
How do you do?
You have an unloved, unwanted object with no place else to go, but cannot bear to throw it away? Hand it over, and I will make sure it joins other madams of its type in my keeping. Rombard extends his hand to receive the map, but then something catches his eye and he pauses. Perhaps I spoke too hastily. It appears that there is a claimant for this madam after all, and he has run here at a great speed to recover it. Hello, Bingo! Bingo's run up the hill behind you, and he looks exhausted.
I changed my mind.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I do not want the map to gather dust inside the Madam House. I want to learn more about the places it depicts. I want to wander the Weather Hills, walking stick in hand. I want to cross the last bridge and see what lies beyond. I want to see Rivendell. Are there really elves there? I will keep the map, Wandal, and I will use it to chart my adventure. Let us return to my hobbit hole and make some plans, my inspiring friend. Yes, so back to his place. Whee! Once again, he changes his mind. Yeah, he's a great change. He should have been called like Bingo the lonely homebody. He should be called the Changer of Minds. Or Bingo the Indecisive. There. Just a moment.
An adventure will be just the thing, but
Ah.
I will need your help.
It will make me some time to recover from that exercise. I have never run so quickly in all my days, Wandal. And yet, I am more excited than ever before. An adventure. It will be just the thing, but it will take some preparations, to be sure. I will need your help to get ready for this journey. Look for yeah, it is about the exchange for rewards. The Ever-Changer, that's a good name.
For the adventure if I am to have success.
I can hardly wait to begin my journey, Wandal. But I know there is much to be done before I depart. I need to train for the adventure if I am to have success on the road. I will need knowledge and supplies and physical strength. And Bingo shudders. There's one more thing I will need, but let us not speak of that now. There is enough to do to get ready without beginning with that most perilous task. But first, knowledge. You know old Gaffer Gamgee up Hobbiton Way was the gardener of Bilbo Baggins for many years, and it could be that he was privy to old Bilbo's secrets. He might have given the Gaffer some adventuring advice. Make your way to Bagshot Row in Hobbiton and see if the Gaffer has any sound advice for a hobbit starting out on a journey. Let's go to the old Gaffer. Let's see now. Where am I? I am down here. I see that I haven't done many quests in the Shire, mostly because I don't have to, but I should do them anyway with Wandal someday. Also to have them done, because I get Lotro points that way. Hey, here's a farm. Whose farm is this? Sanson's farm? Look at that. Sanson farm. Also, it's nice being at such a high level. I don't have to worry about like monsters and other creatures in the way, so it's a little bit faster. Woo! Here we go. Yeah, Sanson. But we have to remember that Lord of the Rings, both the Shire and many other locations, were inspired by Celtic myth and Scandinavian myths and names. So, and even in Britain to this day, there are many people that have the sun name, so it is not too weird. Hey, firework! And you know, Crowstar, I gotta stream when it's time for the Halloween event in Middle-earth. You just know it, I gotta do it.
What do you need?
What's that? You say Bingo Boffin wants to go on an adventure? Here, I thought the delving field boffins were a respectable sort. The Gaffer hems and haws for a moment. You tell that young Bingo the only advice I have for a hobbit thinking of leaving the Shire is this. No. Yeah, actually, okay, side note. Because you're right here, yeah, we are a bunch of elves in Sweden, and some hobbits, that is true. We live in a fairyland, even though Elvish was inspired by both Scandinavian languages and Finnish. But I remember that my Polish ex, which hangs behind me on a painting, she loved the Lord of the Rings too, and the Hobbit, and she usually said that, linguistically speaking to her, this is kind of funny in a way, she was saying that, well, Swedish people, at least the North Swedish people, they had much more melodic ways of speaking, which made them, in her mind, more elvish in a way. Also the appearance with the higher cheekbones and everything. While if you came farther south, like mid-Sweden, they were more hobbity, or hobbits, because of the way they were more farmers and the way they spoke and everything. While the Danish, due to their language being very weird, she said that they are orcs. It kills me to this day. Yeah, don't. Not by the trouble it became of a journey. Mr. Bilbo was a well-spoken hobbit as you could hope to meet, but I'm afeard he mixed up with some downright odd folk abroad, poor fellow. I have no further advice for Mr. Boffin, but I do know that he'll be wanting for foodstuffs on his journey. If you run to the apple doors on the side of the hill, pick up some of the fallen apples, I dare say his stomach will be satisfied, even if his head will not. Good day to you. Yeah. Well, finally, I can hear myself think a little bit too. Okay, go time! Let's head back to Bingo, the man who doesn't like apples. Bingo, the ever deciding. Ah, crap. Ah! Okay, this is funny to hear. Okay, that was a copyright protected song. I hope I don't get hit with that one. Well, back to Mickle Delving we go. Ah, Gaffer. I forgot to speak to the Gaffer. So apparently this game has gone with the term like Gaffer for honored father or grandfather, and Gammer as honored mother or grandmother, apparently, amongst the hobbits. That's all the fireworks.
Is there something I can do?
There we go. Let's get back to Bingo. I'm taking a taxi. I don't feel like riding all the way, so I'll just take an auto taxi. So we can enjoy the views and everything, even though it's a rainy day in the Shire. You know, one of my favorite scenes from the Shire is from The Hobbit, the first The Hobbit movie, extended edition, where Bilbo thinks he is being followed by Gandalf, but he's at the market in Hobbiton, where he's buying a fish that he's going to fry before the dwarves suddenly show up and everything. But the market there is so nice, and it reminds me of one of the places I go sometimes in the mornings to buy my breakfast. Because it's a farmer's market, basically. It's lots of fresh produce right from the farm outside of the city. Fresh eggs, freshly caught fish, fresh sausages, everything. You can find it there. Even freshly made bread sometimes if you're lucky, but mostly vegetables and fruits. And it's so nice when you have all these people who's yelling out like, oh yeah, buy my tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, and so on. And it reminds me so much of the Shire, in a way. I freaking love it. This is a bygone era that I'm missing. I even freaking miss going to, when I live in Poland, going to a freaking butcher shop to buy today's dinner. And you're standing in queue and you're talking with well, it was mostly ladies there, because housewives and stuff. A little bit stereotypical, yeah, I know, but it was mostly ladies shopping for dinner. But I was standing there in queue and talking with the ladies, and they were giving me tips and advice on cooking and everything. And then you talk to the butcher, usually a big burly man with large arms. It's kind of like, it's a stereotype, but that's what it was like. And he wrapped, every time I got my food wrapped, not in a proper, like, package like you think most of the time. Sometimes you got the butcher's paper, but sometimes you got things wrapped in the newspaper with string around. It's like a freaking other world. I loved it. It was so incredible.
The gaffer gave you some supplies. How thoughtful. Oh, wait. Apples?
I must be certain to write a note of thanks. He's truly a gentle... Apples? Oh my. I cannot stand apples. I'm sure those are fine specimens, Wandal, but I simply cannot abide the wormy things. I will not take even the smallest bite. Bring that basket into the Bird and Baby Inn and leave it by the counter, if you would, my friend. Someone will eat those apples, but that someone absolutely positively will not be me. Ooh, another thing I remember from back then, as I said, you stood in queue to the butcher shop, you stood in queue to the baker and everything. But I remember, outside where I lived, there was a farmer's market too back there. And I remember I went down for Halloween. Because I got the idea that, well, I wanted to do something that felt good for me, and remembering home and everything. You know, when you live in a different country, you don't know the culture that well, and you don't know the language too well yet. You kind of get a little bit homesick. So I wanted to do like a jack-o'-lantern. Not my culture anyway, but it was something I used to do. It's a fun thing. So I was standing around, and I remember in the farmer's market there were so many pumpkins. And I was actually given a tour by the salesperson of all the pumpkins. It was hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Bingo, Boffin? A going away present? What is going on?
You there! Who do you think you are leaving those apples there? Only for anyone to take? Where did they come from? She's a nosy hobbit. You are forced to tell Esmeralda that they were a gift for Bingo, but he did not want them. Bingo Boffin? Whose birthday was it? And wouldn't his friends know he doesn't like the things? What's that? They were a gift from old Ham Gamgee? A going away gift? Esmeralda's eyes have gained a conspiratorial shine, and you excuse yourself as politely as you can manage. Let's talk to Bingo. Bingo! They're on to us!
Nothing to be done. If Esmeralda knows, the whole Shire will know.
You're back, and without the apples? Lovely. I am certain someone will enjoy them. Meanwhile, I bought some supplies from Petunia Greenhand. I should have enough food to last for a good while. But why the long face, Wandal? You tell Bingo that Esmeralda Burrows managed to learn of Bingo's upcoming departure, despite the fact that you barely said a word about it. Well, there's nothing to be done, I suppose. If Esmeralda knows, all of Mickle Delving will know by tomorrow. And the rest of the Shire will be buzzing by next week. It can't be helped. The next area in which I must train is physical strength. I know just how to do it. I will climb the Stock Tower. Meet me at the base of the tower, south of town of Stock, and we can climb the Stock Tower together. Sure. I'm a hardy dwarf, you know. That's no problem for me. I also got all the components today for my computer upgrades, so tomorrow will be exciting. Fingers crossed that I can make the computer work again after upgrading it. Crap, I forgot to buy myself a nest as well. I'm planning on starting to automating my home, being a bit lazy as I am, to get myself a Google Nest, so I can control everything in the apartment electronics-wise with it. It's voice commands, and you can make your own schedules and everything, and I thought I'd like hook up my kitchen to it, so I'll have like my breakfast done by every morning before I get up, and so on. I mean, I need to prepare it the evening before, but that means that with the scheduling thing, it will wake me up, and the breakfast will be ready as I wake up, and so on. And the lights and everything else.
Good day.
Stock. Oh, I checked what victuals were. And victuals are barbecued choiced cuts, more or less. It's an archaic word for barbecued, like chicken pieces, for example. Or grilled, not barbecued. Barbecued would mean that you have a sauce and everything, but you know, like grilled. It's kind of like, today it would probably be something like a corn dog equivalent, without the corn cover. So something on the stick that has been barbecued. Okay, let's go to the stock tower then. And see how our friend is faring. Spoiler, he's not doing too well. There he is. How you doing up there? My arms hurt. Hey.
This was a bad idea.
Bingo's face is beet red, and he's doubled over with exhaustion. I say, who knew? This tower was, whew, so tall. I am not going to go any higher. Whew. I know a better way. Meet me in the Golden Perch, Wandal. It's back in the town of Stock. In the town of Stock. And the music starts up again. There's the Golden Perch. Ah. Hello there, Bingo, my friend.
What a way to build up these arm muscles, lifting a mug of ale to my lips.
Ah, now this is the best way to build it, yeah. I already feel much more prepared for my journey. So we have gotten a little advice about adventuring. I purchased some of the supplies I will need, and I have done a little exercise to get in shape for the journey. There's just one more area in which I need to train. But we'll get to that in a little while. I am the prepared. Sure.
There is nothing for it. I must learn to swim.
I have knowledge, supplies, and strength, Wandal, and they will serve me well on my journey. But there's one more thing I must master before my adventure begins, and that is something that comes naturally to... That is not something that comes naturally to hobbits. I must learn to swim. Have you seen the number of rivers on this map? Whoever drew this map must have been quite fond of the things, because there are squiggly lines and little ponds all over the place. There's nothing for it, Wandal. I must become a master of the waterways. Speak to me when you are ready, and we will go down to the Brandywine and practice. Let's go swimming.
I am as ready as I will ever be.
Good thing then. It's time for him to learn how to swim.
He has decided to master one final skill for his journey. He will learn to swim.
Mm-hmm. Is he really going to try to swim? Seems like the poor fool. Poor fool. Has the Brandywine always looked this wide? Yeah. It looks cold too. Does it look cold to you? Yeah. Why is it taking so long? Wandal? Wandal, might I have a word? Oh yeah. It occurs to me that I may have made a slight error in judgment, Wandal. I have perhaps not dressed entirely appropriately for the cold, frigid waters. Bingo shivers. What do you think? Do you think perhaps I just need to warm myself up? Possibly get the blood flowing? That is a capital idea, my intelligent dwarf friend. And off he goes. Oh my! Run, Bingo! He has gone mad. That was just the thing. I was wrong. I'm not ready. Wandal, I need you. I'm a bit warmer, but the water still looks cold, and now I just feel tired. I think maybe this is just a bad spot. Maybe I should try another place on the bank? Good idea. I'm almost set. As I said, I'll freaking throw him in if I have to. And I'm a dwarf. Dwarves hate water even more than the hobbits do. I don't know. Ah, that's where it came from. Someone swam across first as a demonstration. Yes, that might do it. I will watch you swim, my friend. Okay. Woo! And Wandal swims in heavy armor. Gotta remember that. Whee! It's time for Bingo to swim! Or wet his feet, at least. That was incredible, my friend! If you can do it, I certainly think I can do it as well. Here I go! And... Oh, Bingo. I freaking love you. Never changed, dude. I did it, Wandal! Did you see me? Your feat was pretty good, but I'm afraid my own may have shown you up some. Now that was a true display of swimming prowess, wouldn't you say? I'm drenched, but I'm happy, my friend. Let us return to the golden perch and dry off.
I think that went fairly well, but let's avoid rivers anyway.
You might not have had a great look at it, but I'd say I mastered the art of swimming remarkably quickly. Just for fun, though, I think I'll avoid rivers while on my journey. Dry land makes for a more interesting trip, I'd say. And it would be a shame to take the easy way and float across every river that squiggles its way across my path. You understand, I'm sure.
Let us return to my hobbit hole in Mickle Delving.
I feel prepared for the journey now. I am ready for anything. I just need to pack up the belongings I will need and put a few things in order before I depart. Will you help me with these final preparations? It saddens me to leave the golden perch and her fine ale behind, but that is the life of the adventurer, is it not? Let us return to my hobbit hole in Mickle Delving. Yes, indeed, Bingo lad. And there is a good function though with Birch. Bertie, he can tell you, if you lose track of where Bingo is, you can always talk to Bert and he will tell you where Bingo is. Where the heck is the horse? Here's the taxi. Let's go back to Mickle Delving. What? We go to Buckland? Are you mad?
What do you need?
Oh, I am the buoyant and I'm the prepared. And we've almost played for an hour so far. Now that's impressive. Good on us. Good on us. Just checking my skills here. Requires harpies. Oh, right. I need to learn how to play an instrument.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Mickle delving. Off we go. Gotta check that someday, how you, because I think anyone can learn how to play an instrument. I think. I mean, the bards are the ones that can learn basically any instrument and they can use it for while playing. Okay, bingo, here we come. Time to return your stuff. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I probably should have had a nap before doing this. But that means that I might take a break in a little bit, have a nap, and then continue.
I hope you will pardon the mess. I have had so few visitors lately.
And I'm afraid I have let the place get a bit disorganized. I will pack up my belongings and clean up while I am at it. Do you know something? I had quite forgotten until just now, but I have borrowed a number of items from my neighbors over the years and never returned them. I should give these items back before I leave. After all, you never know what might happen on such a journey. I borrowed that ball of twine from Poppy Bracegirdle across the way. Would you mind returning that to her? Go switch rooms to kitchen where it's more cool. Sporting in the bedroom. Oh yeah, switch rooms. Some of these are the borrowed items of my neighbors as well. What the heck was it? Ah, here we go. The borrowed twine. There she is. Poppy accepts the ball of twine with a confused smile. And we had the same thing as yesterday. It's difficult to get in. Teapot. Graciously accepts the teapot, and then we have the self-righteous lady left, the one who seems to like Bingo a little bit. That man! That man! The bucket. We're returning the bucket. Well, I don't want to look back at memories of OneDrive. I don't care. It's all in my head. I have memories. I don't need to be constantly reminded of them. The same with Facebook. I don't like that.
I wrote a petition to keep Bingo from going on this foolish adventure.
Bingo kept my bucket for so long. I never thought I'd see it again. But now he sends you over to return it, and with no explanation? You open your mouth to respond, but she silences you with a curt gesture. Myrtle Box, that's her name. No need to explain now, Wandal. I know why Bingo is returning all his borrowed items. He is leaving the Shire. Yes, Esmeralda Burrows told me all about his little secret. I will not stand idly by. I wrote a petition to have Bingo put in the lockholes to keep him from undertaking this foolish adventure. And many notable hobbits signed it. Go speak with the mayor and see if he has ruled on it yet. Yeah, she can sniff all she wants, but we know what happens. And Bingo will become a mighty adventurer, I believe. I believe in our lad. Yeah.
Lovely day, isn't it?
He doesn't want to have anything to do with it, so let's go back to Myrtle. To moaning Myrtle over here. Oh no, we're going to Bingo so he can find out.
Will you look at this? What sweet neighbors I have.
What is this, Wandal? You hand Bingo the petition and he reads it quickly. But instead of being crestfallen, as we expected, the hobbit smiles brightly. Well, will you look at this? Myrtle Boggs obtained signatures from good hobbits throughout the neighborhood to have me locked up in the lockholes. What a lovely compliment that is. My neighbors care so deeply about me that they are willing to go to such extreme to keep me from leaving. I have to do something nice for Myrtle, Wandal. Can you go to the statue of Marchon Blanco in the center of town and pick up some flowers that grow there to give to Myrtle? Tell her that I received her message as clear as day, and will return as soon as I am able. What sweet neighbors I have! Now I feel bad that I borrowed their items for so long without returning them. Oh my, yes. Oh boy. Oh, come on, I can't be yawning this much already. That's just unnecessary. There we go, flowers for Myrtle, and she will blush and be so happy. I wonder if she will be like, oh my god, he came back, I love you. Kissy kissy. I wonder if that will happen. Makes me kind of curious. And we're almost caught up to where we ended it yesterday with our friend Bingo. Myrtle accepts the flowers with a confusion and embarrassment.
Oh, what is this? I will write another petition.
What are these flowers, Wandal? Has the mayor ruled on my petition to put Bingo Boffin into the lockholes? You explained that Bingo wanted you to deliver these flowers to Myrtle in appreciation of her kind thoughts. Kind thoughts? I mean, yes, of course, I wish only the best for all my neighbors, but still. Myrtle turns a bright shade of red. I will write another petition. This one will be about something else, but it will be serious. You'll see. Yeah. She loves him.
The journey is so close now.
I thank you once again, Wandal. I am touched to know that Myrtle cares so much for me, and I will miss her. But now, if you will excuse me, I have some packing to do, but the journey is so close now. Happy to help.
The day has finally arrived.
My journey begins, and I want you to travel with me, if you do not object to the adventure. You are under no bond to go further than you will, and if you decide... Excuse me. If you decide to take your leave at any point, I will not judge nor think less of you for the decision. But I hope you will share in my journey, no matter the miles. Do you know something, my dwarf friend? I thought it would be more difficult to begin, but it seems that leaving is easy after all. I thought it would be more difficult to say goodbye to my home, but the idea of such an adventure fills my heart with excitement enough to propel my feet without regret. I have studied the map a great deal, and I believe we should leave Mickle Delving by the eastern road, making for Waymeet and Tuckborough. Let us walk to the crossing of the ways at the town of Waymeet, and then decide for our next course. Yes. And we have to go back for his walking stick. Whoop. Yeah, I know the title. Happy to help. Welcome back. Bingo has just started his journey and we're on our way to Waymeet to meet him, where we know he will have forgotten his walking stick.
I think I forgot something.
I've spent the last few minutes trying to decide what had been troubling me, and I think I have at last got it sorted. My walking stick. I left it leaning against the side of my hobbit hole, and did not pick it up when we departed. Would you mind running back to the hole and retrieving the walking stick? I thought it was easy to leave, and easy it was. Easy to leave without my walking stick, but I miss it already, and cannot go much longer without it. I hope you do not think me a fool for leaving it, but leave it I did. I will continue on to Bywater while you fetch my walking stick, so we do not slow the journey over much. I will meet you in the center of Bywater in a short while. Lucky thing that this is not like a real measure of the size of the Shire, because it's way larger than it is here. Here's like 500 meters in between the villages, and that's not very far when you think about it. There we go. We got... Nope. There we go. And then we'll just take a taxi to Hobbiton, and I'll go and pee in the meantime. Once it's off. Gotta go pee in the bathroom. Just how it be sometimes. Sometimes it just be like that.
Good day.
There we go. Off to Hobbiton. And it's right next to Bywater anyway. So I'll be right back. Ah, perfect timing. Oh yeah. Off we go to buy water then. Ah, there is our friend.
Ah, there you are, my traveling companion.
Yes, and you have collected my walking stick. Very good. That will be a big help on the miles ahead. I do not doubt it. I did not nip into the Green Dragon just for this ale, Wandal. Though it is quite good and you should try some. Now, it was being followed about town by a number of nosy hobbits and came in here to evade them. I think perhaps we too should leave quietly and slip through the swamps around Frogmorton. Yeah, off to the Frogmoors. Off to the Frogmoors. The reflections are nice. There's Orion, as I said, and there's the Big Dipper.
I think we evaded the nosy hobbits, but my choice of detour is not ideal.
You see, I simply cannot stand frogs and toads. The sight of them fills me with trepidation, and I find myself quite unable to move. No, do not say it. I thought perhaps the Frogmoors was just a silly name. I did not know it would be home to so many other creatures, slimy, croaking devils. Can you defeat some of the wild hill toads on our way? Just enough for me to get back on the road. I would appreciate that very much. And the final one. Well, it's a good thing if it goes quick. It's way faster. Up. What's all this then? Ah, some food. Ooh, what's this? What is all this? Oh, it's rice. It's kind of like a risotto. Yummy, yummy.
You are not going to believe this, but I have forgotten something else.
I wish to bring with me. Something else I wish to bring with me. I brought one of the satchels I intended to bring, but forgot the other. Can you run back to my home and retrieve it for me? I simply cannot do without this other satchel, indeed. It contains almost the entire reason for my journey. You have defeated enough of the toads that I should be able to make it back to the road. I will continue the journey while you run back to get my other satchel. I will meet up with you at the outskirts of Bunchford and find that if you find that agreement, corn and rice and curry. Tasty, tasty stuff. Yeah, lots of veggies I can see. Yeah, and the indecisive Bingo has forgotten his satchel. Anyone surprised? Oh, it's so lovely here. Ooh, I don't know what I'm having for dinner. For lunch I had some falafel.
How do you do?
But for dinner, I don't know yet. I haven't really figured out yet what to make. I might make some sausages and eggs, to be honest, and maybe some mushrooms to that. Go like full hobbit. Yeah, that Bingo. Bingo he's the best. He's the bestest boy. Yeah, I brought some falafel home for lunch. And I've had it already, so... But as I said, whenever I'm in the Shire, because it's always about food or drinking or eating or lazing about, I always get hungry. It always looks so damn good. And that's probably why I'm also tired now, because I've eaten. I forgot about the fact that sometimes I need to have a nap after food. Baba? Falafel? Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. Bah. If I had had the time, I would have played all of this. So I was up to where we were with my hobbit character. There we go. Let's go to Budgeford. But still, it's nice seeing... I mean, Bingo. I freaking love Bingo. Oh, yeah, falafel. It was ages ago since I had falafel. I mostly had kebab. Mostly because well done kebab is really good. Also, I lived in a different place for half a year and their falafel sucked, so I'm a little bit apprehensive of getting falafel. But one of the best things I know is actually a Greek salad falafel. It's delicious. Let's have a quick... Oh boy. Just checking the viewer count and everything, just for fun, and wow, we're doing good. Apparently these Lord of the Rings streams have been quite popular. Yesterday there were 21 views of the entire stream, and that is like, wow. Billy Baba. Baba Ganoush. But for dinner, I might actually order out for dinner again. And I think in such case, I would have... Maybe I'll order pide. Or... oh, what's it called? It's a parsley salad with onions and tomatoes. Ooh. What was the name of it again? Tabbouleh with hummus.
How do you do?
Stock. Some nice horns playing here. And now I kind of know a thing I'm going to do as well. When it comes to like paintings in my living room, I've been thinking about that for a while now, and I actually have some antique maps. I might actually frame them and hang them like in the hallway or maybe inside the room. I have some things, some paintings already up, like 2 others that I do not want to take down because they are very, very dear to me. Even if they are sad memories, I still want to keep them because they are good memories for me. Yeah, I think you know the place that I'm going to order from, and they have really good food. It's Jasmine Al-Sham. Jasmine Al-Sham. Something like that. Pronunciation not good on my part, but they have really quite good food. Remember not going there because the waiters were horrible the last time I tried. Yes, they are. I have quite a few antique maps from my archaeology days. And some fantasy maps that I thought, I think they could be good decoration around the house. And here's the fool of a
There
took.
you are, and you retrieve the satchel I left behind.
Thank you very much for this, my friend. Do you know why this satchel is so important to me, for me to have? It is because this bag contains my parchment, quill, and several ink bottles. I intend to write about my journey, keeping a record of everything that happens to us on the way. I want to document my adventure so I will never forget it. I thought it would be easy to leave my home, Wandal. I told you as much when we departed Mikkel Delving, did I not? But it seems that some part of me have been dragging his feet. First I left my walking stick, and then I developed a fear of toads I never had before. And then I discovered my satchel and writing supplies were left behind, like young Willibald here, with a hole in his boat. I am finding it harder to leave home than I expected. But I will not give up as long as I have you nearby to encourage me, my friend. The journey awaits. We met on Rusta because it's cheaper and they look... Yeah, I told you about that before. I did some killing on buying it for the kids, like two floor mats in the Rusta. Really good sale. I got them for like 100 crowns each. There was nothing. And they were perfect for the kids, so yeah. Now, we'll do the next one. Here's where we ended it last time, so. Our journey continues, my adventurous friend. I will be a short walk to the Brandywine Bridge, and then we will cross into Buckland. I have only been over the bridge a few times in my life, and that was to visit my cousin Priska and her family. Perhaps we can stop by her home for a short visit before traveling further east? Well, let us not get ahead of ourselves. First, let us walk to the bridge and admire the view. So, now we have caught up to the story of Bingo Boffin. So now I'm going to start walking, mostly so we can take in the sight, because this is something to experience. Also, the mats from Rusta, quite good quality for the price, honestly. You can feel, of course, that they are made from synthetic material, but that's not the important thing. They still look good on the ground. You might get a little bit of a static shock from them if you're unlucky, but otherwise they're good. Oh, the sky is so beautiful at night. But I'm I have to say though, I'm surprised that they did add the Orion and the Big Dipper over there. And I don't see any other constellations shown up in the same way. Well, there's one, but I don't know which one that is, to be honest. There's Orion again. But I do appreciate them adding it, because he said that Middle Earth is like Earth, so to speak, in ancient times, or maybe even the future. But still, it's beautiful. Look at that sky. That's why I was saying that watching the sky in the Shire is like the best. I should bring up my star charts just to find out which one that is, but no. Not the right time for that. Okay, so we have been seeing the Shire quite a lot during my playthrough. But now we're about to leave the Shire for the Breelands. And I'm not sure if this crazy hobbit who thinks he is on an adventure will go to the Barrow Downs. For his sake, I hope not. I remember the Barrows being the first place in the game where I died the first time I played. And I was like level 20 or something, 20, 25. Because the whites, due to them causing dread, and they spawned in so damn quickly, I died. And it annoyed the hell out of me since I had this unkillable thing going on.
Let us cross the bridge and visit my cousin Priska.
It wasn't so long ago that I was learning to swim near here. Yeah, it was right here to the right. Do you remember? It was right over there. Bingo stands silently in thought for a moment. I appreciate you not telling everyone that I was not really swimming, Wandal. That was a kind turn, and I will not forget it. It will still be a fine adventure, even bridge-bound and landlocked. Let us cross the bridge and visit my cousin Priska at her home in Newbury. If I remember correctly, her home is just across the bridge and south through the Buckland Gate, first house on the left. Let's go to Priska Boffin, who lives in the Brandybuck country. And that's where I believe that Linendock is from, since he has the "ock" ending. He's a Brandybuck. Wait, this is a quest I don't have.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Yeah, I gotta unlock this one. Huh. Wilmac Brandybuck. Look at them. The little cute hobbits. And there he is, our boy! With the sausages.
It has been so long since Cousin Bingo came to visit.
Oh! It has been so long. Yeah, came to visit. And here's the house is so dirty and untidy. I wish he had written a letter to let me know he was coming, but my children are out and about already, running errands throughout Crickhollow, Newbury and Buckland. Would you mind telling them to come home? You ask Priska how you will find her children. She smiles. I can tell you where I thought they were going, if that helps. Angelica loves animals. She always looking to feed and water the livestock, and even loves cleaning up after them. If there is an animal in jeopardy, she will be there as well, trying to help. Berlac also likes to help out with chores, but only if they bring him near to a quiet, sunny place to sleep. He is likely sleeping in a haystack somewhere. Camellia left A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh, she named them. Okay. Camellia left home with a bucket. She was going to get some water from the well. Dinodes has been sweet on the young Celandine Brandybuck. Oh, Celandine I know, but she is sweet on Amdir, who sadly became a wraith for some time now. She may know where he is. Esmeralda loves to go dancing in the Toad Marsh. Bosco is unusual among my children in that he loves the river and the ferry and wants to learn boating. He is likely daydreaming not far from Bucklebury Ferry. Yay, Bucklebury Ferry! That's where Frodo and the gang went over the Brandywine. And as they said in the movie, when they went across the ferry, that the next way over to ford the river or going over the river was I think it was a Brandywine Bridge, which was 80 miles away. Or 8 miles away. Still, really far away, and it's not as far as in the game. I went to the Buckland Fair with Griffo earlier today, but I had my fill before long and came home. Griffo will still be there. He was really tucking into his food when I left. And the distances in a game is understandable because it would be insane to have like 1-to-1 scale. You would spend days upon days riding through the countryside getting there. That's why they have faster daily rhythms. Up here is one. Oh, there's a cow on a roof. It's Angelica. How do you think she got all the way up here? She does not want to come down now, does she? Not with all this attention anyway. You tell Angelica that Bingo Boffin, her first cousin once removed, has come to visit. Oh, how lovely! Mother always spoke very highly of our cousin Bingo. I will head home to see him in just a moment. Okay. See now. Here. There's someone sleeping in a haystack. Yeah, that's a human. That's Berlac.
Oh, sleep. Have you have any decency?
Oh, this is. Oh, what's hurry? Let a fellow sleep if you have any decency. You tell Berlac that Bingo Boffin, his first cousin once removed, has come to visit. Well, alright, we'll get up in a moment. Lazy pants. These are really like proper hobbits in a way. Lazy and carefree. I love it. I wish I was that way too. Well, lazy I am, but carefree would be nice.
Yes?
Yes?
Can I help you with something?
You tell Camellia that Bingo Boffin, her first cousin, was removed, has come to visit. Oh, how nice! I had better finish drawing water from the well and bring it home. I imagine the adventuring is thirsty work, and Cousin Bingo may be quite parched. Sounds good to me. There's Dinobass.
You see before you a defeated hobbit, stranger.
I asked Saladin Brandybuck to the festival dances, but she did not wish to attend them with me, and told me so. I picked these flowers and everything. What a crushing defeat. You give us your sympathy, telling him blah blah blah, once removed has come to visit. I see. I will come home to see cousin Bingo. I will attempt to adopt a sunny disposition. He will be none the wiser, and next time he comes to visit, perhaps I will have bounced back from the sad defeat. It is to be hoped, is it not? Oh, there's a horsey. Look at that, there's marshlands in the Brandy Buck country. Oh, he's over there. Oh, it's Esmeralda. Oh, Esmeralda, you're in trouble, my dear.
Dancing is something you can do anywhere.
Oh, no,
And
she's...
should.
You apologize for the interruption and also tell Esmeralda that her cousin Boffin blah blah blah. What a lovely surprise! I will return home in a moment. Dancing is something you can do anywhere, and should! So she's dancing for the frogs. I thought she was in trouble. And I go meh 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 all the way home. Bah! I love my goat. My goat is the best goat. And to answer Olivera, yes, I did eat my falafel. I had it before starting the stream. Chickpeas are delicious. Delicious treat.
Alright, I'll go there in a moment.
Oh, well, he's continuing snoring then. Okay, we have Griffo. Boffin. I was hoping to find Celandine somewhere around here, just to see how she's doing after Amdir's accident. And there's Griffo, the tub.
The food at this fair is delicious and abundant.
Hello there, stranger. I'm waiting for another plate of meat and cheese. But if you let someone know, I'm sure they will bring you one as well. The food at this fair is delicious and abundant. You tell Griffo that Bingo Boffin blah blah has come to visit. Ah! I have not seen cousin Bingo in a long time. The last time he came to visit, I was very small. I remember Mother served a delicious roast duck pie. Oh, roast duck. And there was plenty for everyone. I'll return home to see cousin Bingo in a moment. Oh, I want roast duck. Oh my god, it was so long ago. It's actually been like 2 years since I had roast duck. Man, gotta go out to a farmer and find myself a plump duck. And pluck it. And here they are. Angelica, Berilac, Camellia, Didodas, Esmeralda, there she is, she's dancing. Fosco, sleeping. And Griffo, being hungry.
How does Priska keep track of all these children?
It looks as if all the children have returned. Where did Priska find the time to have all these hobbits? I wonder the same. And how does she keep track of them all? I want you to promise me something, Wandal. If somewhere along the journey I decide that I want to have children, remind me of cousin Priska, and then walk me out of it. With force if necessary. I'm an honorary Boffin now.
Sorry about this, but I think we forgot one.
I must confess that I did not remember Priska having so many sons and daughters. I will work to remember all their names. When I was last here several years ago, one of Priska's daughters made an impression, for she was becoming quite an adventurous sort. What would she say about my present journey, I wonder? She had a flowery name, I believe. Marigold? Perhaps. Yes, that was it. Now where is young Marigold? I thought it would be age, as in Hyacinth, but apparently the lady had more kids. Bingo peers at the assembled boffins, and his curious smile slowly fades. Uh-oh, I'm really sorry about this, Wandal, but I think we forgot one. Angelica, who's the oldest probably.
Marigold has been going further and further into the old forest recently.
Oh my goodness, we're going to the old forest. You're right, I don't see Marigold anywhere, but that's not unusual. She's always wandering off. She fashioned herself a wooden sword and fancies herself a hero. Can you believe that? Well, actually I can. She's been going further and further into the old forest recently, and sometimes brings back mushrooms and other trees for the rest of us kids. It's dangerous in there, though. Bats and roos and wolves, she says. If you're going to track her down in the old forest, you'll need to deal with all of those at some point. Whoa. Okay, so she has gone into the old forest, where Tom Bombadil resides. And I remember meeting Tom Bombadil. We just need to find the entrance into the old forest now. I can't remember where that was. Here's Crick Hollow, where Frodo lived. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was talking about with the roasted duck. I missed making that thing. Hey, there's Fredegar! It's Fatty Bulger! Yeah, my specially made roast duck with blackberry sauce and Hasselback potatoes. It's delicious. It's best thing that ever was made. Oh, I freaking love it, but I haven't made it in so many years. And it's a little bit sad that I haven't. I really should someday make it. But it's one of those dishes you make for a special occasion. That's a forest hunter. Okay, that's a wolf in the forest. Let's get off and kill it. Well, I was not part of it. Ah, they are though. Oh yeah, it's very tasty, and you want to, it's one of those dishes you can't really stop eating it because it's too tasty. Yeah. Well, if you guys come and visit someday, I'll make sure to make it for you both. Oh, right. I can make one for you and I'll have to make a vegetarian version, but I could probably make a tofu approximation of it. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I remember. Oh my god, that was kind of funny, but yeah, it's one of those, like, you go into a food coma after eating it properly. There's Tom Bombadil sounds. Yeah, if you make the dish properly and it becomes so heavy and good that you need a nap afterwards. It's so dang good. I mean, I love it myself, and I'm the chef, so. There's an old root. Done. Search along the banks of the witchy Wandal in the old forest for marigold Boffin. Okay, down. Go time. It's very ominous music. Yeah, I'm starting to become like, this old man is becoming modern. I just sent some messages on Snapchat. Oh my goodness. I'm keeping hip with the kids. Hello, fellow kids. Gilliman. No, that's not Gilliman I want. Yoo-hoo! Marigold! Where you at, girl? In this dangerous and scary honorary Boffin. Thank you. And no. Yes. I don't want that crap. Ah! Oh, okay. Bingo came with me, apparently. Oh, Bingo, we found your cousin.
This spooky forest makes me nervous.
We found Marigold, Wandal. I have only recently become an adventurer of sorts, and I must say that my old habits and customs are difficult to shake. Well, this spooky forest makes me uncomfortable. But Marigold is just a young hobbit, and she has been coming in here and dealing with its dangers on a regular basis. Her gifts of mushrooms and trees must have bought the silence of her siblings, for Priska would never allow such behavior. Oi!
Cousin Bingo is an adventurer too? I am so happy to hear it.
Do you know what? I never really believed I was a Boffin, Wandal. All of my brothers and sisters are so dull, happy to stay at home as far from excitement as possible. Esmeralda might go dancing with it in the Toad Marsh, but when I suggest we walk into the Midgewater marshes on the other side of the Bree and dance there, she refused. She threatened to tell our mother, so I did not push it. But isn't that dull? Marigold brandishes her sword and shield. I made this sword from a branch and rescued this shield from a wolf's den when the wolves were gone. I didn't think any other Boffin would do those things, but now it seems Cousin Bingo is an adventurer too. You do not know how happy I am to hear it. Anyway, you found me just in time. I met a curious creature in the woods. He offered to show me his home. You can come along too if you like. I didn't catch his name, but he wore yellow boots. Oh, that's Tom Bombadil. Find the house of the man with the yellow boots. We might be able to follow the river all the way to Tom Bombadil's house. I remember this part. It was scary when you weren't at higher level. Oh, excuse me. Is that... I think that's Old Man Willow over there. Yes, it is. And he was scary when I played this. Yeah, look at that. I'm debilitated. Drowsiness, sap of power, and lethargy as soon as we get close to him. It's Tom Tom Bombadil. Hey ho and a ho, hey ho. There it is. The home of Tom Bombadil and Goldberry, I think her name was. There's Marigold. You have gotten to the house of Tom Bombadil. It was a long time ago since I was here last, so...
Have you ever seen such a cozy little cottage?
It is the home of my new friend, Tom, and his wife Goldberry. They are most mysterious, and I want to learn more about them if I can. Where did they come from? Why do they live in the old forest? I have so many questions, but whenever I ask them, they only smile and have no direct answers for me. Still, I am so very pleased to have met them. What does Cousin Bingo think of my new friends, I wonder? Well, Tom says that Tom was here before the first oak and before the rivers, and Tom will be the last. So he is the first and he is the last, which means that he might be... My favorite theory on that one is that he is actually a personification of the Song of the Ainur. Or he's an elemental of the world that came to be, like the elemental of Earth. It just exists and everything. Yeah, so very complex thing.
What a strange sight. A tidy little cottage in a dangerous wood.
What a strange... Yeah, in the middle of the woods. Home to most a peculiar individual. My female voice is killing you? Oh shit, I don't know. Is it funny or is it horrible? The most peculiar individual and his equally mysterious wife. I never thought such a place existed, Wandal. If my journey ended tomorrow, I would still account it an adventure full of wonders. I need to rest from our journey through the forest. Perhaps later I can speak with Tom and Goldberry and write a description of them for my journal.
I need a description of this curious Tom Bombadil fellow.
Okay. You know what? That I wanted to document our journey, Wandal. Writing down the experiences we have and the places we see. And that includes describing the people we meet. No account of my adventure to this point would be complete without a description of this curious Tom Bombadil fellow. Oh, it's funny, that's good though. That much is clear. But I have encountered an early problem in this attempt. For I simply do not know of any way to describe him in such a way that does the fellow justice. Can you speak to him and learn what you can of Tom, in order to educate me on the subject? What are his likes and dislikes? From where did he come, and what drives him from day to day? Good luck to you, my friend. Perhaps the words will flow when you report back to me what you learn. All right. Hello there. Let's talk to Tom. Oh, my friend is... Okay. Hey, there's Tom! Listen to that music. It's wonderful. Just take a moment to listen. Okay. Hoy now, young one, questions are for... Wow, it's so loud in here. Just a moment. I'm sorry, Tom, but I gotta lower the volume. You ask about old Tom, but that is a question with many answers. Why not ask the trees why they be a swing, or a light a brightening? Tom likes walking in the woods of an evening, and singing in the morning sun, when the moon skips away, as would all who try it. Still you ask and ask, too many questions for so lovely a day. Stand in the foam of the falling water nearby, and you will know what it is to be Tom Bombadil. And this is why, because Tom Bombadil sings all the time, that's why many people think the theory that he is a personification of the Song of the Einar. And he is a very happy man. Stand in the foam of the waterfall south of Tom's house. So let's see what they give us as a clue to who Tom is. Ah, there it is. Whoop, I'm a little bit too far up, but we'll get down there. Come on, Wandal. Ah! You've done worse stuff. You made it through Casa Doom. You stand in the cold water until you are waterlogged and sopping. Despite being soppy, talk to Tom Bombadil. Alright, that's good. Well, if I'm anything to go on the sensations, I would say being Tom Bombadil is very cold and lonely and wet. But that is not correct. Hello, Tom.
Come, Derry-go, can you hear me singing?
Oh, you can hear him talking in the background. Tom seems delighted. Sopping wet you are, like Tom after a fresh rain in spring. Dipping all about, but refreshed and happy. Learn from old Tom, for he has been seen summers and winters and summers again. One for every droplet that cascades from the heights. Hey now, still with questions. Tom's way is to take the bad and make it good. Old Man Willow, that mean streak in his heart has grown wider for many a day now, and he could do with some cheering. Go to Old Willow Man and dance and lighten his mood. Then you will know what it is to share Tom's interest in all creatures, both good and bad. Damn, it's loud here. I'm going to check my... I got some messages. Okay. Yes. Oh, I already answered to that. Let's go to Old Man Willow. Or as the original song goes, like... I gotta sit up for this one. Old Man River, there's the Old Man River. That's all. I'm not kidding when I said I have a deep voice when I want to sing, for example. I have a damn deep voice. I used to play, I used to sing second bass in a band, so that's why I know. Here's Old Man Willow. Tom really wants to dance here? Old Man Willow wanted to eat us. You dance for a moment, you feel a sense of welcome. Then it is gone. Ah, look at my dwarf go. That's good, Wandal. Let's get the heck out of here. Before he gets an idea of snaring us in roots and eating us. Old Man Willow is an interesting dichotomy of good and bad in nature. Because nature is kind of like the universe in itself. It doesn't really care for you. Whatever can survive will survive. And Old Man Willow has found a way to be part of that. In a very malicious way. So that's why I'm wondering if Old Man Willow is kind of a corrupted creature of the dark or not. I don't know, if it's just a manifestation of nature's cruelty or the cruelty of the universe. I have no idea. Oh, there's Tom.
Now let the fun begin, let us sing together.
Hey do, merry do, dancing all the day. Questions are for answering, but that's enough today. There you go. Tom's eyes are bright, but he is clearly done with questions. Hello, Bingo and Marigold.
Asking him questions is met with laughter and nonsense.
This is not working, Wandal. Tom is a mystery, and any attempt to get him to answer questions about himself is met with laughter and nonsense. Perhaps if he were to read some of my accounts so far, he would better understand why we want to know about him. Take my manuscript to him and see if that gets him to open up about himself, if you would. Sure. I don't think that will help, but because Tom is Tom. Tom is Tom Bombadil. Because he's Tom Bombadil. Tom. Tom takes the manuscript and runs his hands over the pages. What a wonder! These leaves, all covered with words, written down with care. I can feel the letters beneath my finger, ink dried and thoughts saved. That is not Tom's way, but there is a joy in remembering. These pages are like a song sung in the morning, but carried on the wind until afternoon, when it might be heard again. I delight in the feel of the pages and the tiny words. Let me sit with them a while, and you speak with River Daughter. Goldberry has returned from a spring for a time, and she is more fair and more lovely than when she left. Alright, Goldberry, the lady of the house. One of the fairest of them all. Talk to Goldberry at top of his house, or by her spring. Let's see if she's here. Nope. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The River Maiden, there she is. The loveliest of women in the world.
I bid you welcome, wanderer in the wood.
Oh, it's nice to get something else than Tom Bombadil, even though it's fun, but it's very grating on my voice. Your face is full of questions, young one. Has Tom confused you with his riddles and songs? You tell Goldberry that you have been unable to learn much about her husband, despite his friendly and open nature. I believe he has given you what you sought, Wandal, though you may not know it. Who is Tom Bombadil? He is, and no one else. He is a mischievous sort, and loves to laugh. He will ask you to stand beneath a waterfall only to experience the feel of the water, and the joy of dripping on the carpet. He is the master of water, wood and hill, and cares for all who inhabits those places. Even if their hearts are rotten and mean, he seeks to lighten their moods and ease their pains. But this is a long answer. He is Tom Bombadil, and there is no one else like him. There you go. We cannot get... That was a very respectful way to the source material to identify Tom Bombadil, because he is an enigma. Nobody knows.
Yes, that seems a fair assessment of our peculiar host. Thank you.
For obtaining it for me. I still cannot believe that you actually stood underneath a waterfall and danced with a malevolent tree on my behalf, Wandal. You are a good friend, and I am glad that you are coming with me on this journey.
Please speak to Tom and retrieve my manuscript before we go.
All right, Wandal. I would say it is time to see Marigold safely back to Newbury, and for our own journey to continue. I have enjoyed this brief stay at the house of Tom Bombadil, but there are many other places to see and people to meet. Would you mind speaking to Tom and retrieving my manuscript from him? I am most interested to hear what he thought of it, now that he has had plenty of time to read. Synonyms for spooky. I like the name of this quest. I got another title. Conqueror of the Writer's Block. You asked Tom what he thought of Bingo's manuscript, but the strange fellow is only puzzled. Your words are all a scramble, young one. Tom remembers a great many things. The sun in the morning, the breeze of midday, the swelter of afternoon and the cool of evening. But he does not know the pages of which you speak. There is no need for writing. You spend all the day writing. That is a day you have missed. Do not look so glum. I am sure this writing will turn up. I may have set it down outside. There are so many things to see, happy distractions and all. And sometimes things get lost. All is found in the end. Hey! He set down the manuscript somewhere. I love the Tom Bombadil theme. It's so good. I could have that as a wake-up call, honestly.
Tom has misplaced my manuscript.
Oh, bother. I know there wasn't yet much of it, but I still keenly feel its loss. I will not be able to recreate exactly what I wrote the first time. Perhaps I should just abandon this endeavor. I am not a writer. I am not an adventurer. You seek to console the unhappy hobbit, and soon Bingo is slightly less despondent. Perhaps you're right, Wandal. Tom is most at home outdoors. Perhaps he set it down somewhere nearby. Can you look around in the vicinity and see if you see any pages of my manuscript? I do not want to lose the record of this journey so near the start of it. Well, Tom is Tom, and he will lose shit. That's just Tom. He's not bothered by anything. Poor Bingo. You're meddling with a power far older and greater than any in Middle-earth. There it is. Look at that. You found some of Bingo's pages. Did they bring others north? Of course they have. Why else would I have to run through a wolf and a bat and another bat? And to the Huorns. Ah, there we go. let's bring it back to Bingo. Poor Bingo. He doesn't have it easy now, does he?
The wind must have carried the rest of the pages into the Barrow Downs.
Well, thank you for finding part of my manuscript, Wandal. Tom must have set it down outside and the wind took it, carrying pages north amongst the trees. We found some of them, but it seems that to me that the rest of the pages must have been carried further north, into Barrow Downs. Bingo shivers, rightfully so, because that's where we have the Barrow Whites. That place has a frightful reputation, and I did not plan to explore it. But now it seems I have no choice. I have to search the Barrow Downs for the remainder of the missing pages. It looks as if I am missing the section of my journal that concerns my swimming lessons, and the section dealing with our departure from the Shire. After we are finished in the Barrow Downs, we should travel back to Newbury to bring Marigold home. I will see you there! And Marigold?
If you are going to brave the Barrow Downs, so am I.
Orgas and crawlers, okay. You found... sorry. You found some of Cousin Bingo's missing pages on the path north, didn't you? That way leads to the Barrow Downs. If you are going to brave that spooky place, so am I. A hero never runs away from a challenge, no matter how scary. Oh boy. Spoken famous last words. I have heard that some frightful creatures make their homes among the burial mounds of the men in the Barrow Downs, and we will need to face some of them if we go there. Watch out for ravenous bar guests and giant crawlers, for they will be watching out for you. Okay. Okay, I just need to go north from here and to the east, and we'll get to the Barrow Downs. So, yep, stop. I remember playing this way back when, because going through the forest here to Tom Bombadil was scary, and then you went to Barrow Downs, as I said. Alright, just a moment. Where do you get all this energy? I could not do that, and it sounds so full of life and passion. You should sing more and much more. You have a good... Thank you, thank you. Thank you for saying that I have a good voice. And I am kind of a singer in my private time. I'm not a professional singer, but I do enjoy this. And the energy I get, I was very tired before, but now it's starting to come back to me. But when I do these things, like streaming or playing a Lord of the Rings in itself, or fantasy worlds, that's what brings me passion. I have a lot of passion for these things, and when I play Lord of the Rings, for example, after the stream today, I'm actually going to call some friends at a publishing company, so I can get, well, to ask them, not so I can get, but to ask them if they could send me the pre-release version of the upcoming Lord of the Rings role-playing game, for me to maybe review on the channel or something. Because they are Swedes and I know some of them just for fun. We'll see if I can do that. Probably not, but still it's worth a shot. But as I said, this thing, it inspires me so much, and I love the world of Tolkien. It's hard to explain where I get all this energy from, because I suffer from fatigue syndrome. But when I do these things, it's like, oh my god, I want to be here. Role-playing games is the thing. It's the thing that makes me happy. So I get these bursts of energy whenever I like something, especially this, because the Ballad of Bingo is hilarious. I love it. And I'm so over-leveled, I don't have to worry about anything, which makes it easier to just enjoy the story. now I just gotta destroy some stuff here. Even if I played my Hobbit, I would do the same. I would play to like the level 100. Let's see now. If you get that, you have. Oh yeah. If I do that, I will let anyone know. I will write on social media about me doing a review. I usually do like unboxings whenever there's a role-playing game that I really like. Then I try to, but mostly not. But I try to do like a review of the content. The thing is that the fantasy world or the fantasy market is in this country is very small, which means that after a while you get to know everyone. And I run my own like I used to. I'm going to start again when I feel that I have more energy to do that. I'm going to start doing more role-playing games for the channel. I have the entirety of the same company who's about to release the One Ring role-playing game. I did Mutant Year Zero, the main game, and Mutant Gen Lab Alpha playthroughs, role-playing games. So I might do the same because there are 2 games right now that I really like from, well, 3 honestly from the Free League. It's the Alien role-playing game. We have the One Ring upcoming in November, and then there's a expansion release for Forbidden Lands, which is written by a guy I know whose name is Eric, who has worked on that, which is an old school Swedish RPG style thing. Where the fuck, what am I doing? Find the section of manuscript concerning Bingo's swimming and the section of manuscript concerning Bingo's departure from the Shire. Ah, here it is. Got lost here on the Barrows Down. And honestly, the Barrows Down, walking the Barrow Downs here, you have skeletal warriors and everything, the Barrowites. They are not that scary when just walking through here, but you go into the barrows themselves and they are scary as hell. And you suffer these like damage for just being close to the whites because they are so evil. That's scary as well. God damn. And for you, Olivera, I would actually write it in the chat to you whenever I would get the stuff in the mail, so you could be prepared. You have found pages of the concerning departure of the Shire. There's Marigold and Bingo. Talk to Bingo outside of home of Priska Boffin, Newbury. Yes, you're right here. Oh, Bingo is hiding. Oh, look at him. He's scared. He's scared. And Marigold's like, oh, what the fuck, man? The fuck, dude? I think I'll do like this. I'll go up to Breeland and I'll take a taxi from there. Ow! Just broke my leg. Falling injury. No, I didn't mean to do that. And once I've done that, once we're on the taxi back to the Brandybuck country, or whatever, what was it called? The Bucklands. I'll go pee. Need to take a short break there. It's kind of interesting because the Barrows were just the Barrows until evil spirits Burrito Land. Oh, I would love for a place called Burrito Land. I love burritos, as you know, Crowstar. Where's my burrito? There in the US there is actually a place called Batland. For like it's like a nature preserve for bats. And when I heard it first being said, I thought they said butts. It's like, yeah, of course the butts need their own land. Butts need saving too. Poor butts. Yeah, well, sometimes it's hard to hear what I'm saying. The pronunciation is not always the best. There we go.
What do you need?
Buckland. There we go. And I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Taxi service. Butland! Okay, I am back. And we're almost in Buckland. And then we get dismount. Here's the Boffin family. And we have the final one. But I find it weird now because she made them A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We're missing H, I, J, K, L before we got to Marigold. That means like 16 kids or something.
I learned a lesson. Do not let folk read my book until it is done.
We have all returned safely to the from the Barrow Downs. And I have exhausted my supply of adjectives which to describe them, Wandal. There are only so many ways I can convey how unhappy I was to be walking among those mounds. Yeah, Buckland, as in brandy buck. I know, it's really, as I said, it's really difficult to hear when you try to pronounce it, especially me, where English is the second language. Or fourth by now. I learned a valuable lesson too. Do not let folk read my book before it's quite finished. Tom did not mean any harm by it, but I do not want to risk losing any more of these pages in frightful places. Tracking down pages is quite a tiresome activity, wouldn't you say? Prisky is quite cross with me as well. She thinks that it was my idea to go jaunting about in the Barrow Downs, when it was the furthest idea from my head. That was mostly Marigold's idea, but Marigold is a kid, so you can't tell her mother.
I will need to come up with something exciting to top this adventure.
That was amazing, Wandal! The Barrow Downs were everything I hoped for they would be. I was never scared, not really. Oh my god, I would have been. I will need to come up with something truly exciting to top this most recent adventure. And her mother.
We Boffins have been many things.
I have
Heroes? I don't know about that.
I have scolded Marigold before, and it never seems to do any good. The girl is always going off on these adventures. Adventures! More like mischief and bother, if you ask me. It was good to see my cousin Bingo for a short while, but I must ask him to be off as soon as he can. Either he has been a bad influence on Marigold, or she has been a bad influence on him. But either way, there is entirely too much adventurous spirit between them. We Boffins have been many things, but heroes? Ha! I don't know about that. Poor Bingo.
Priska will calm down in time. She always does.
Now I will visit with all my various cousins once removed, and do my best to talk Marigold out of the adventuring business. I don't think I will succeed, but just between you and me, Wandal, I don't think I want to. She will make a fine hero, if that is what she wants to be, and Priska will just have to get used to it. But don't tell her I said that. We still need a place to stay until the journey resumes. Oh my god. Bingo, bingo, bingo. You are so damn precious, my lad.
My feet are ready to once again set forth on the road.
That was a nice visit after all, Wandal. Priska eventually forgave me for whatever part I may have played in Marigold's decision to become a hero instead of a stay-at-home hobbit. And I enjoyed spending time with my many cousins. I jotted down their names in the margins of my manuscript so I do not forget them. Once again, I marvel at how Priska keeps track of them all. My feet are ready to once again set forth on the road. I consulted the map, and it seems the town of Bree should be our next stop. Let us walk to the west gate of the town and take in the sights for a short time only. And then we will continue into the Lonelands and further adventure. I think we're going to go to the Troll Shores at most and to Rivendell, and that's about it. Maybe at the beginning of the Lonely Mountains and then back. Even though, like, 93, that's post-Moria, I think. So, I don't know. Now, let's head to Bree. I'm the page hunter. So, we just passed the Buckland Gate, and we're on the Bree Road. We're going to go to the what's this one called? Also's camp, and then to Bree town. And Bree is a wonderful town, I gotta say. And as I said, we're going to walk most of the way, mostly to like, you know, get the environment. This is so damn pretty, and the music. Oh my god. I don't even know where all this energy is coming from right now. Honestly, I have no idea at all where I'm pulling this from. Because normally I'm a very calm person. I'm very slow. I'm more like a hobbit or an ent. I take my time and I consider everything before I do anything. But when I play games like these, oh my god, it's like I'm just crazy. And this gives me so much inspiration for writing on my own, like, revised rules and the revised setting that I'm working on. I've been working on for years now, ever since Crowstar knows about my work on it. She was there when I did some trial tests on it too, as well. She was there when I made all the silly voices. Oh, shiny! Oh, we goblins are nice people. But if you bring shiny, we will help you. And so on. And the Triple P group. You and me both, my friend. We're both ents. Well, actually, I'm somewhere in between a hobbit and an ent. I'm more a sedentary hobbit, probably. Yeah, a lot of work, as you remember. Just out of curiosity, because you remember I hooked up with that Canadian guy. We have finished all the translations of all the supplements in the rulebooks now. I still have to proofread it though, but it's done now. And after that, there's the revision work, which I started, and I've been working on to and fro for the past 3 years. It's a long way to go when you're alone working on it. Like Angela's Lansbury on Space Cake and Tea. Every time you make a female voice. Oh my goodness me. I have like 2 female voices and that's it. I have the soft one and I have the indignant lady voice and that's it. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? That is not a very good joke, my good man. Oh my god, even doing that, my entire body goes rigid. I get a straight spine, like... I feel like a cocker spaniel, like barking at the mailman or something, when I do that. How dare you! Alright, that was a spotted field buck. I read snotted. It's like, what? Does he need the tissue? Yeah, I have too much, like, unnecessary Lord of the Rings knowledge in my head. When you think about it. But it's so nice. They added all the different things here. They both sound like Angela Lansbury on Space Cake and Tea. Maybe softer one is her daughter. Well, as long as there's a line between them, so you can hear the difference between the indignant mother and the daughter, that's good. No. I've never been good at making female voices, but I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Oh my god. And there's Mr. Underhill. And we're here at Bree. Look at that. Bingo has arrived at the west gate and something. There he is. He's next to Milo Goodbody.
This Milo fellow seems to be perfectly friendly.
I have never been to Bree before, and now he is as far away from the Shire as he's ever been in his life. He's been to Buckland, but never this far. But I always heard there was something peculiar about hobbits who lived here. This Milo fellow seems to be perfectly friendly, though. He has invited us to the Prancing Pony for a brief welcome in the main room, and I have gladly accepted. It is good to make new friends. Milo.
Bingo should experience the finest tavern in all of the Breland.
Welcome, welcome. I was just talking to Bingo here, and he was telling me about this journey of his. What an extraordinary fellow. It is only right that he experiences the finest tavern in all of Breland, wouldn't you say? You'll find the pony just up the hill, and I think it would be a fine opportunity for some rest and merriment. After all, Bingo's adventure will soon take him into the wild, and there will be few opportunities for such revelry. Speak to old Barleyman inside the pony, and he will ensure we are provided with aught we need, what we might need. Barleyman Butterbear. The softer voice is pretty good. If you were making relaxation tapes, actually, I got sleepy. Oh my god. So my calm voice makes you calm. Well, I've heard that before, that when I like speak very slowly and calmly, people get tired and they relax a bit more. Even though it's very slow, people find it very soothing because I have no higher tones and no lower tones or anything. Woo! What's this? Check it out. Spotify. Something on Spotify. Just a moment. Mind Trouble. No, that's what I was playing. Dungeons and Daddies? Oh, it's one of the... Oh, it's a role-playing pod. Why I speak in a softer female voice then? Oh, we have reached the prancing pony, and now we shall enter these merry rooms for merriment and a good drink. Oh, by the way, Crowstar, just gotta tell you, 21st of October, keep your eyes open, because then I think I might like that one. I've been listening to a few role-playing podcasts lately. Okay, so 21st of October, there's going to be a new release of a TV series with Brad Dourif, and it's called Chucky! So Chucky is back! The scary doll from Child's Play, I think the first movie was called, in a TV series by Sci-Fi Channel and something else. I think NBC, and so Brad Dourif will play in it, and our good Pippin from Lord of the Rings will be playing Glenn again, the son of Chucky. Well, Glenn and Glenda. So keep an eye open for that one. 21st of October. Let's see now. Current quest, the 2 taverns.
There's so much to do.
Welcome to the Prancing Pony, friend. Make yourself comfortable and do not be shy. Mr. Boffin has already found a table in the main room and told me to expect you. Please let me know if there is anything I can get you, and enjoy the food and drink and the company. Where could I watch that? I don't know. It's Sci-Fi Channel, but when I find out, I'll let you know. If I get more info on that one. That's Bjarni. Here's Bingo, and he's sitting next to a Breelander, and Milo.
Have some food and have some drink and sing a song or 3.
Oh yeah, I'm going to sing, apparently. Ah, there you are. What a fine place this is, Wandal. Have some food and have some drink and sing a song or 3. There is plenty of each, and we should all add to the din with our melodies. Milo has been telling me some of this town's history, and he says that Bree was founded by hobbits before even the Shire. I do not know if that is so, but he certainly believes it. He is a good fellow, but I think he is wrong on this subject. I do not know where the hobbits came from, but there are so many of us in the Shire compared to Bree that I think we must be the older. Eat, drink and sing, my friend, This is no time for arguing, even if Milo is mistaken about this history. Sample some food, drink mugs of ale. It comes in pints? This, my friends, is a pint. Let's have some that and some food. Come on, Wandal, you want to eat food. You're a dwarf. You like eating and drinking. There's more ale. And there's another large platter of food. Right, so I'm supposed to sing, so just give me a moment here. I just gotta get the lyrics, okay? Because I'm a dwarf and everything. I want the lyrics, okay. Here we go. Come on, give me the lyrics, full lyrics, please. Okay. Everyone ready? Because I'm going to sing here. Good start there. Far over the misty mountains cold, through dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to seek our pale enchanted gold. The dwarfs of yore made mighty spells, while hammers fell like ringing bells in places deep where dark things sleeps, in hollow halls beneath the fells. There you go. Two lines of some singing, and let's now him sing properly. You sing to the large platter of food. I'll sing to to bingo. Woo! And then just sing. We have been singing on the table. The greatest tavern in the world is the Green Dragon.
More food, more drink, and more song.
Magnificent, my friend! Your singing voice is quite something. Thank you. And I am impressed at your ability to put away so much food and drink in so short a time. It is nothing compared to, oh my goodness, to my own facility for such, of course, but still impressive. Are you slowing down? Unacceptable! More food, more drink, more song! We must not insult the proprietor of this fine establishment. Oh my god, Bingo. You're killing me, mate. Eating slowly. And then let's get up on the table and sing a little bit. Another song. And another one. Okay, let's have a word with Bingo.
Can you be sure that Barlaman is paid for our food and drink?
Ah, that was remarkable singing voice. It seems you are becoming even more talented as our wear stays on, Wandal. Here, let me give you my money purse. Can you be sure that Barliman receives sufficient coin to pay for our food and drink? We are a boisterous group, and it is only fair that he be well compensated for his hospitality. What do you see to that? I must tell Milo something. Or was it something about hobbits? Remember that much. But what was it? It will come back to me, I'm sure of it. Alright, let's pay Barliman. Mr. Butterbear.
Oh, so much to do.
You give Barliman some coins from Bingo's money purse and he accepts them graciously. Ah, thank you very much. That's more than generous. It is an honor and pleasure to serve such fine folk as yourself. And Mr. Bingo, and Mr. Goodbody is a regular patron, of course. Your party has been most good-natured. Oftentimes I need to get people down from dancing on the tables, kicking crockery everywhere. But you have been a fine customer indeed. Well, let's have a word with Milo then. Milo, you're up to no good. Bingo, Bingo, my lad, you're dancing on the table.
There you are. Bingo was asking around for you.
He wants you to join him on the table and dance. There really was no arguing with him. You'll have to do it. Well, let's get up on the table then. Hey, oh, Bingo, my lad. Barliman could use a few more coins after all. We're a rowdy bunch, aren't we? Barliman, I'm very, very sorry about the crockery, but here's some money.
How can I be of service?
What's this? More coins. Ah, thank you, thank you. This really is not necessary. Barliman looks around conspiratorially. Your dancing was not that bad, Wandal. Haha! I mean, no disrespect, of course, and thank you once again for yours and Mr. Boffin's generosity. Yeah, okay. Oh boy!
Bingo said he was feeling poorly and went outside to get some air.
I expect you will find him sleeping in a haystack near the stables outside the pony. I have woken up in those animal pens more than once, I can tell you. You should make sure he's feeling alright, Wandal. Well, honestly, Crowstar, that expression makes way more sense when you're a hobbit. Swaying about with your fluffy parts. Yes, indeed. Yes, sirree. Svänga sina lurviga, yeah. That's what he definitely did with the fluffy feet and all. I think Bingo is down here. Yeah, that's Bingo. Bingo! My lad, where are you? Bingo Little? Oh, wrong show.
Feel very well.
Oh, my Wandal. I do not feel very well. This may have been a poor idea. Bingo shakes his head groggily. I enjoy making some new friends, but I must confess that this is not the most auspicious beginning for our journey. I think it is best that we leave the town of Bree and its renowned pony behind us, for this is as far as my adventure will take me. According to the map, there is another tavern just inside the Lowlands. Oh no, I know that one. To the east. Let us travel to that tavern and find rooms for the night. No more merriment for now. That has proved even more dangerous than my journey to the Barrel Downs. Yeah, so I'm meeting him in the Forsaken Inn, which is like a really rough and tumble place. So I'm expecting Bingo to get into a fight and I have to sort it out. I mean, this is Bree. And this game is very much inspired by Peter Jackson, the Peter Jackson movies. Very much so. And it is beautiful in so many ways. And they've done their own design choices at places, of course. But I have always felt that in the books, well, in any movie before Jackson, even with Jackson, that the town of Bree was way too small. Up here is a pony, and this one, it feels kind of right, because Bree is a central hub in the Bree lands. So it should be rather larger than most people think. And these guys have gotten it relatively right, in my opinion. So now we are up to almost 3 hours! Oh my god! As I said, we're walking most of the way, so we can look and get a feel of the world around us, because the world in Lotro is wonderful. It's something to behold. Even though the graphics aren't the best, it's still something like, wow. When you see it. And enjoy the music. I know that when you think about it, it just hit me now. You have all these old roads leading around everywhere, and when you look at the map, actually we need to zoom out. There's the Shire. This area here was the Kingdom of Elendil, and then down here we have the countries of his sons. So basically we have the Roman Empire, which built roads. And these old roads are still around 1,000, 2,000 years later, and they are still to this day. We can still find them. And it's incredible when you think about it. Right, I'm getting up on my goat now, because going to the Lone Lands is quite far away. Could have used a taxi. People are saying good morning, and the reason behind that is because I'm on a US server. Which is great for me, because whenever I play, when I play in the mornings, it's so late at night that most of them are not here. So I can play it alone. Haha! Well, when I chose this server, there were several European ones, but most of them were like French-speaking or German-speaking servers. I didn't find an English one at all, so I chose an American server to play on instead. It will make it more difficult if I want to play like a fellowship thing, but what to do? I could have chosen the Russian one, which is the closest to me. Or the French or German, but I wouldn't understand them. Let's do world. Oh, I might have oversold it a little bit. Okay, we're getting into the Lowlands. Nobody's taking the bait, that's good. I'm happy about that. I want people to find me and enjoy the content rather than making too much like advertisements or anything like that. If people are interested in Lotro, they'll watch it. There we go, 8 Lowlands. Here we are. So, Bingo, what are you up to now? Yeah, it's very unwelcoming, I know that.
I cannot imagine a more different common room than the ponies.
I cannot imagine a more different common room than that of the Prancing Pony, Wandal. This one is oppressive and unwelcoming for certain. It may be just as well, for the revelry and merriment of Bree renowned, the pony threatened to stall my journey there for good.
This is a still and silent crowd, except for those two.
This is still for the Prancing Pony. Milo was a friendly fellow, and I hope he was not upset by our hasty departure. But it is important not to stay in comfort for too long, or the whole journey will be endangered. I said this was a dark corner and dreary place, but look at those two in the corner. They seem to be colorful characters and do not fit in with the rest of the assemblage. Let us see what has gotten them so worked up, shall we? Oh my god, he's suicidal. Oh, over here. Theodore Gorse and Haley Meadowsweet.
It's always a pleasure to speak with admirers.
Hello there, can I help you with something? Unless you must have heard my name and decided to hear more of my exploits. It is always a pleasure to speak with admirers. I was just telling Haley here of some of my greatest finds, and she was held in rapt attention, as no doubt you would be as well. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay. A quick glance at Haley Meadowsweet proves that this may not have been entirely the case, yeah. Yes, I am the great Theodore Gorse, Master Treasure Seeker and Wanderer of the Wild Lands. If there is treasure to be found in the hidden places of the world, I have already been there and found it. My deeds are extensive and well documented, and my virtues similarly well known. I am so accomplished in this field that only one thing remains for me, to retire. Poor
Theodore
girl.
claims to be a master treasure seeker, loudly and often.
Theodore, yeah, Master Treasure Seeker, will do so at great length if anyone who will listen. Sadly, that appears to be me for the moment. Anyone can claim to be a great seeker of treasure. In point of fact, anyone can do the seeking. It is the finding that separates those with actual accomplishments from the pretenders. Talk to Bingo. tavern goer. Oh, I thought I already had them.
I had a great idea. Theodore could train me to become a treasure seeker.
Oh my god. Oh no. No. Bingo, 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 my lad. That's not a good idea. Okay, Theodore is Master Treasure Seeker. That sounds very exciting and could make for a promising entry in the account of my adventure. Wandal, I have had a great idea. Will you ask Theodore if Theodore will train me to be a treasure seeker? It has occurred to me that so far much of my manuscript involves spending time in taverns, and becoming a treasure hunter will get us into the wildlands. It will make for better reading, that is for certain. Will you please ask him?
What's that? Your hobbit friend wants to become a treasure seeker?
I would love to teach him, but alas, it is not something that can be easily taught. If he does not have the natural proclivity for such an adventure, he will be resistant to any training I might give to him. Yeah, Bingo has another idea. It's horrible. Also, I am about to retire and intend to spend my time regaling Haley here with the tales of my interesting and eventful life. So I would appreciate being left alone to do so. Theodore thinks for a moment and then speaks apologetically. I do not mean to be so brusque. Here, take this riddle. It is apparently a clue to a treasure somewhere in the lowlands. A treasure I never found. If the two of you can solve the riddle and find the treasure, perhaps I will be able to teach the both of you something after all. Good luck to you, and goodbye! Find the hidden strongbox. Theodore could not. Somewhere in the lowlands. Okay. I might have to use the wiki for this one. Okay, the torrent flows blanketed in the shadow of only morning. A sentinel stares from on high, only he still watches. The red squirrel once dared to climb, but time fells all. Right, so we have our water here. So somewhere around Gondrin, I guess. And there's Amansul, or Weathertop as it is known. Can't see it right now. Rhubarb. So we have to imagine that Bingo is with us right now. Here's the river. So a watcher would mean that there's a statue watching over the river, I guess. Whee! Ow! Okay, I broke my leg anyway. What's it now? Yeah, we're close to the entrance of whatever lake this is. I need to lower the volume a little bit here in there. So, Gondrin is here. The letter said something about a watcher, which means that there is supposed to be a statue around. Surfing, nothing there. There's a lot of orcs around, but I'm too high in level, so I don't have to worry too much. Okay. Well, the watcher could be a tower as well. You know what? I'm going to use a little. I'm going to cheat a little bit and have a look here in Botro Wiki. What was the name of the quest? The Last Treasure. Just to see if we can find it. Walkthrough and notes. Hidden strongholds can be found on the stone ledge right above the waterfall at the small camp on the western slopes of Weathertop. I might be a little. Let's see now. It's on 31.2 south, 37.7 west. .7 is here. Is it 31.2? Yeah, I'm way off right now. I'm really freaking way off. When they said the river, I was thinking like over here by the lake. There we go. So back to Weathertop then. Oh well, sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. And down I fell. Let's see now. Okay. Just gotta get up on the other side of the river and we'll be fine. Okay, that's wrong. This thing is a waterfall for me, so no thank you. That might... no, it's not. And there we go again, another damage. I'm somewhere in between right now. Had to go really far down the river for that one. Well, don't I feel stupid? There we go. So off to Weathertop we go. There it is, I think. I think that will be good enough because I need to take a short break and make some dinner and then I'll be back later probably. Need to rest a bit. I am so knackered today. Right. Another orc. A goblin or whatever they are. Let's see now. Okay, Western Slopes, 31.2 and 37.7. 31.2. No, 31.2, 37 points. Yeah, I need to get up along the road to Weathertop. Lucky me that I'm riding a goat, I guess. Supposed to be a camp around here. Alright, I'm up here. 31.7. 31.2 or 37.7. I'm really close. I'm almost there. Ah, shit! I think I saw it there. On the ledge over there. Dang it. Dang, dang, dang. There's the strong box, probably. There. Aha! Bring creative message to Theodore Gors in the Forsaken Inn. There you go, we found it. Alright, let's go. Ow. I'm breaking my leg over and over again. Or my goaties. But I'm goating. They see me goating. They hating. I just saw one thing here. I need to go back to the live stream. Thanks for today, Crowstar. I hope you have a good rest. As I said, I'm going back with this and then I'm taking a rest myself. Oh boy, it's been a long day. And tomorrow is a big day since I'm going to change all the hard drives in this computer that I'm playing with. So that's going to suck, probably. Gotta write down which programs I want to keep and reinstall once I'm done. I also have a feeling a lot of crap won't make the cut, though. And there is the Forsaken Inn. Let's see what Theodore Gors is telling us. And as I said, I probably will continue in the later on anyway, but it will be all for you. Thank you. But this will be all for now, at least. Theodore! There you are.
You solved the riddle and found the treasure? What? I don't believe it.
You tell Theodore that disappointingly there was no actual treasure and the strongbox contained only a parchment with a cryptic message on it. Disappointed? I am not disappointed at all. Do you see what this means? This means that someone else found the treasure first and replaced it with a message. Someone beat the master treasure seeker at his own game. The retirement is off, Wandal. I have treasure to find. There we go. So, thank you so much for joining me. I will continue the Ballad of Bingo Boffin either later today or tomorrow. But until then, take care of yourselves, everyone, and I'll see you guys later.